Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Expect heavy traffic this weekend for the three-day holiday. July 4th, always busy going in and out of the valley. So the question is, are you ready for that traffic? Well, here to get you ready for that traffic is Nevada Highway Patrol Trooper Lloyd Hixon. He is with the state's Department of Public Safety. It's great having you back, buddy.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
A lot of us are traveling by car.
Yes, you know, the 4th of July, of course, the actual 4th of July itself is falling on a Saturday. With the state of Nevada, we're going to be observing it on Friday. So therefore, essentially what we're having is a three-day weekend.
Yeah.
We anticipate a lot of these celebrations will begin on Friday and, of course, going into Monday morning. Officially, what they would say would be 6 a.m. So from there, we're expecting that extra traffic, but also in turn, we're expecting those extra celebrations, which at times seem to follow those that are going to be celebrating with alcohol. That's why I want to remind people, of course, because historically, this has been seen as one of the most deadliest holidays of our entire year.
Wow. More
people celebrate, more people start drinking. Unfortunately, people don't always pay attention to the rules of the road, especially when they're not supposed to get behind the wheel of a vehicle, they're impaired. And we definitely always see this major increase. Sometimes almost half of what we see, the fatalities that involve during the weekends of the 4th of July, are impaired drivers, and that's one thing we've got to remind people not to do.
And of course, the people that are drinking should be careful, but people that aren't drinking should be careful on the roads as well to watch out for these types of drivers and be very defensive.
Of course, you know, well, the one thing is we always start off with, you know you're going to go out drinking. You know you're going to go to a celebration that you're going to consume alcohol. It's, you know, maybe your original plan is not to do it, but then it does happen. Before you actually start that celebration, put that plan in place. You know, you'll have that designated driver. You will have that person there that's going to be the one that will make sure everybody gets home safely. So if you're the one maybe having that party, you can get something set up in place. You know, everybody drop their keys in here if you're going to be drinking. I will be your ride home. If not, we can set up somewhere. Essentially, we'll have our huge slumber party. Everybody's staying the night, because the main thing is that you know you're going to do it. This doesn't have to happen. Therefore, those plans can be set in place way before you decide to start drinking yourself.
Absolutely. A taxi when Uber gets here, maybe an Uber as well. That'd be great as well.
Of course. Like you said, you know, I can't say that at any time that anyone's ever decided that they're going to go, that they didn't actually know. And if they are starting drinking, you know, it's something that's kind of to be set in place. Historically, like I said, we've seen so many fatalities, especially when they involved impaired drivers, and it doesn't have to be. This is something that is completely 100% preventable.
What should we have inside our car if, I mean, obviously, especially with the high heat out there, cars are breaking down, there's a lot of traffic. If you have one accident on the 15, you know, going towards California or coming back, you're pretty much there for hours. Yes, and you know, of course, one of the things that we do want to remember is that with this heat, that does put a lot of extra work on your vehicle, a lot of extra areas, from the motor itself to your tires, the hoses, the belts, things like that. It's always a good idea throughout the year, but especially before those summer months come along, to get a good maintenance going on there. Check your tires. That's something that should happen on a regular basis, weekly. During the summers, you know, maybe every couple of days. With your hoses and your belts. Through the winter, we know we live in a very dry climate. Something you want to make sure you're going to take care of, because one of the things we do see most often when these heats goes up is, one, these tire failures with the belt separations, the blowouts as most people know them, and then also vehicle fires. These hoses, they dry out. A lot of them with the fuel in that hot motor, they get together. There we have those. I mean, you know, we have these so unfortunately so consistently. But again, like the impaired driving, something that doesn't have to happen with simply nothing more than just taking care of the vehicle. Now, returning back to the drunk driving situation for a second, I know if we see a dope on the roads, we can report them. There are two numbers if it's on a local situation. 311 I know is for Metro.
Correct.
But for if you're on the highways, or let's say Blue Diamond, it's star NHP.
It is, yes. You know, on your cell phone, that you can, if you see a driver that is obviously driving their vehicle unsafe, that you want to make sure to get it reported. That's the best thing to do, because we want to make sure they get them off the road prior to them getting involved in a collision, prior to them taking someone's life, and that's the important thing. So you have that star NHP, star 647 on your cell phone, that goes directly in our dispatch, and that's, you know, yes, if you're on our freeways, I-15, US 95, the 215, like you said, Blue Diamond Highway, something we would normally patrol. If you're on a surface street, that 311 will also work for you, because the important thing, like I said, is just you see them out there, let's get them stopped, let's get them off the roadway, because there's innocent families that will be celebrating that are definitely following all the rules that we want to keep everyone safe.
And there's going to be a lot of Trooper Hixons out there.
Yes.
Don't mess around.
Yeah, you know, and another thing I like to bring up, like I said, you know, we do talk about this consistently, where we want to make sure that people understand you're not supposed to drink and drive, and we focus on that a lot, but there are a lot of people out there that do, on a daily basis, consciously go out there, keeping our roadways safe. We want to say thank you to them. Those are those many of them that say, you know what, I know how important it is, keep myself safe, keep my family safe, keep our valley road safe, and we say thank you to them, and just that extra step of keeping everyone safe who use the roadways.
You're the man. Have a happy 4th.
I will. You too.
All right. Make it a safe and memorable 4th for you as well. Have a plan in place. If you don't drink and drive, you can report a drunk driver by using star NHP on your phone. That's star 647. For more information from the Nevada Department of Public Safety, you can just visit the website right there on your screen. Still to come on the Morning Blend, get your hair back, why you don't need to wear the cap anymore. And next, funny man and frequent guest co-host of the Morning Blend, Jeff Savilico. He has a new home for the summer. Get a glimpse of his show after the break. You're watching the Morning Blend.